outside places.
Yeah, my dad was inside.
It's a tough pair, those two.
It's
kind of like you and your fiance.
You should have seen when they had sex. I saw when they had sex.
Well, that's okay. Oh.
I shouldn't have even.
Yeah, no, let's not talk about that.
So, my mother's legs were spread open, vagina, spread.
It would be not so bad because he likes being inside things.
Oh, just stop.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk about my mother giving birth here.
Oh, I thought we were still on the sex thing. Her legs.
Her legs were no.
Like butter on Wonder Bread, really.
Hey, nice connection.
Now that is a circle.
Yeah, don't strangle my monkey.
Sorry.
It's funny because when you strangled when you strangled George here, it just reminded me of this funny story that I'll tell after I'm done with my mother giving birth.
Right.
So quick dry cement. She's on the sidewalk giving birth to me. I fall. She didn't even push. I just fell out of her dripping wet vagina.
You were
covered in placenta.
You were an abnormally small baby. I remember.
Covered in womanly juices.
I remember.
And I just fell onto the sidewalk, wet pavement. But wasn't wet pavement for long. Quick dry cement. It dried right over me. I was stuck in there for 4 years.
How did you get out?
Oh, I didn't. That reminds me of another funny story, actually. The same funny story that I was reminded of when you strangled George here.
Right.
And actually, the more I think of it, the more I realize that it's just not appropriate for this conversation.
It never will be, I don't think.
Probably not.
But that does bring me back to my one and only monkey story.
Oh, I love this monkey story.
It's
great.
It's a classic.
But since you should tell me it again.
You've heard it many times, but I feel like it's a fine wine. It gets better with age.
Okay.
Which brings me to my wine story.
Why don't you tell me the monkey story?
No, I'll start with the wine story.
No.
It's funny because they're the same story. The monkey was drinking the wine.
I remember now. I didn't know that you called it the wine story as well.
It depends on who I'm telling it to.
Oh, okay. So I know it as the monkey story. I think it's just downright hilarious.
Right.
It is golden. It's golden like a swan.
Like a golden swan?
No.
No.
It's like a white swan underneath harsh golden lights.
That would look golden. Which brings me to my golden monkey wine story.
Yes.
Right.
I love this story. This story is golden monkey wine story.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
So I went looking for my father, the rapist. Get off me, you fucking douchebag, Wonder Bread.
I just want to throw this in. Meanwhile, while you were looking for your father, the rapist, I was looking for my father, therapist. My father, psychoanalyst.
Right.
Your father is rapist.
Which brings us to the fact that your father met your mother when analyzing her for her fear of being inside places. He had to meet with her out on the sidewalk.
Okay. Which was hard for him because
he couldn't be outside.
He had to bring a box along.
Right.
So that he could stand on the box, which didn't help because he was still outside.
It was a hard time for both of them. So I went looking for my father, the rapist, not therapist, the rapist. And I went on a long, strange journey that I won't go into detail here.
Please don't.
But I will remind you that it left me a paraplegic.
I need no reminder.
We both know that these are just here for show.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was looking for the rapist. I caught up with him in Costa Rica. He was at a banquet, fit for a king, because he had worked his way up the corporate ladder to become king of Costa Rica. Yeah. King of Costa Rica.
So, then you saw the monkey?
Right. So I tracked him down. I said, Wonder Bread, it's me, your son. Let me tell you, this was
Jim, your son, did you call yourself Jim, or did you go by your full name?
I didn't say it. I just said, this is your son. This is your son. He was confused.
Whenever I hear someone say, this is your son, I look straight up at the sky, towards the sun.
Well, so did he.
Because I always expected, will talk to me one day.
So did he, because he was drunk off of wine and golden monkey brains. He looked up at the sun when I said, it's me, your son. He thought the sun was talking to him.
Right.
He was an alcoholic. An alcoholic rapist, king of Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
He looked up at the sun and was blinded, which you might think would be tragic, because Costa Ricans cannot possibly look up to a king who cannot look at all.
Costa Ricans have very, very tiny necks.
Tiny necks.
Be serious.
I know.
What are you laughing about?
I know. I was thinking.
You know as damn well as I know that they have tiny necks.
Listen, quick dry cement. I was getting to the chuckling part of my story. It would have been tragic because the tiny necked Costa Ricans would have.
I guess it is kind of funny.
It's a chuckler. It's
George thinks it's funny, don't you, George?
It would be a knee slapper if my knees worked. As it is, it's more of an elbow slapper. Go ahead.
I couldn't.
Right.